Good evening. It's Sunday evening, June the 15th. I'm going to pick a few of these cherries. Because they still have flavor now, even though they could get darker red. When they get too dark, they don't have much flavor. That one's not quite ripe enough. Okay, here's a dark one. Is he okay? No, I think that one has wormholes in it. These were ripe earlier, and I didn't really spray them like I sprayed the peach trees, but okay, let's see how many I can get. Check them out for bugs, for worms. Let me show you quick what it looks like when I lift up the branch, because there's a lot of foliage here. Kind of hard to see these critters. Okay, like this one. Oh, yeah, there's for a little bitty cherry tree. There's quite a few there. This could take longer than I thought. So let me show you what I picked them in. A little ice cream pail. It's handy because it has a handle. I can just put my arm on that and just pick with both hands. Thank goodness, I about have to kneel on the ground to get these that are down here just, inches off the ground. These have red juice, so they are really messy to pit. If you remember, I had a pitting video from a while back. I just kind of, let me see if I can show you here with one hand. Just sort of take the thumb in there. There's the pit. Yeah, that wasn't the best. I think I'll eat that one. Oh, I should have showed you how red it was on the inside. Let's try another one. So this works better if I'm not trying to film at the same time. And I can go pretty fast if I've got both hands. So yeah, completely red on the inside, not like the Montmorency's. And they're decently good. They have good flavor, a little sour. This is what I picked from the north side of the tree. On my knees in one spot. Okay, that looks bad. Which made me try to think of the lyrics to that old gospel song. I was down on my knees, praying to the Lord every day. I was praying that Jesus would, hear me, please, and take my heavy burden away. Probably nobody knows what I'm talking about. And my hands are too sticky to look up the lyrics now. Yeah, these are the rejects and some that I ate. I have a long ways to go. I have a long way to go. And that did not take as long as I thought. It was really just this side, let's make it a little smaller. It was really just this side of the tree, the northwest side, that had all the cherries. The south side, kind of barren. And the east side too. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the way the wind was and it knocked all the blossoms off, or I don't know, or it's just a lopsided tree. Okay, the next thing I need to do is to subject these to the float test. Now, if you've ever worked with sourdough and you know that to see if the dough has raised. Anyways, you put a little piece of dough in water. If it floats, that means it's raised enough. If I put these in water, fill this up with water, and they float, they're bad. It means the worm has eaten enough away of it, enough cherry pulp away, that it's lighter and it'll float. Now, if the worm is a brand new worm, it'll still be heavy, so I still have to be real careful when I'm pitting them to check for worms, but hey, that's decent. Carmen cherries. Oh, you see how that's not ripe enough? You see the one that's, look at the color of the others. Yeah. Okay, time to go in. Okay, let's see what we have here. I see there's two right there that are bad. I'll just stir them up in case the bad ones are stuck on the bottom. And maybe that's it. Well, kind of sad. Last year we had so many cherries from the big Montmorency tree, and this year this is it. If you remember from an earlier video, that one looks bad. If you remember from an earlier video, we had those really strong, like 40-mile-an-hour winds when the Montmorency was in full bloom. Knocked the blooms off, couldn't be pollinated. So this is it. Just make some cherry pie filling and have some for waffles, and that's all. As you can see, I'm not even close to done. Maybe I'm half done. I don't know. So here's what I forgot. Montmorency's are big. They're very soft, and they're very easy to just, use your thumb to get the pit out. These are a mess. They're just an absolute mess. I'm going to have to use a paper clip for this, bend one back, and do the rest of them with a paper clip. Yeah. And I've got staining cherry juice all over my arms, all over my apron. Had to put a towel down. I had it all over the table. Yeah, this is crazy. I am glad I don't have 10 times as much. And the paperclip method worked just dandy. I take a paperclip, I bend it just a little bit, slightly like this, the small end of it. It goes in the pit, and then you, it's hard to do one-handed, but trust me, it's easier than, yeah, there we are. It is much easier than trying to use my thumb. So I think now I maybe will actually get done sometime this evening. Paperclip magic. Like I said, you don't need it for the Montmorencys, but for these Carmen or anything else that's small and firm, like North Star, get out your paperclip. 19 minutes exactly to pit the cherries. It really made this nice and clean, my little aluminum pen. Okay, there's some juice in there, so I'm going to put... Oh, and there were a few more bad ones. I could tell when I was pitting them if the seed looked a little dark, or I could actually see a hole in them. Okay, so that's really good juice. We don't want to waste that, and we really don't want to bite into a pit, so I sure hope I was super careful with that. Okay, that's good. And surprisingly, it actually cleans your hands, that acidity. I remember doing strawberries that stained my hands and then doing sour cherries that clean my hands. It's kind of crazy. You know, cooked cherry juice will... I found my cherry pie filling recipe. I have on there, don't double. Well, I don't need to double it. I need to have it. I only have 5 cups of cherries here. So this won't take long. So 5 cups of cherries, maybe a scant cup of sugar. Yeah. And 3.5 tablespoons of cornstarch, maybe just 3 tablespoons. Cook it. Yep. I just noticed that the recipe says that after I've mixed in the sugar and the cornstarch, I only used 3/4 cup since I had a scant 5 cups. Anyway, after I mix these together, then I need to let them set for 30 minutes. Stir together, let it set for 30 minutes before I cook it. And you know, that's kind of what I do for rhubarb sauce now too. I found out the rhubarb holds its shape a little better, and the liquid comes out, and so it's easier to cook. So for rhubarb sauce too, I mix the sugar with it, and I let it set for a while. So I set my timer, come back and cook this. Well, this does not make me happy. Do you see what I see? After I was bragging about how I was so careful, and you have to be so careful, there's a pit. Yeah, so I guess I'll keep stirring them and make sure there's no other pits, because boy, do not want to bite into a cherry pit. All right, stir them up again. And see if the pits will come to the top. Like Irma Bombeck's, if life is a bowl of cherries, what am I doing in the pits? Yeah, something like that. All right. Now you can see how cloudy the juice is right now. It's going to have to be translucent and thickened before it's finished. It shouldn't take too long. And it's ready. Because this was half a batch, it only took 4 minutes. I can put it in a jar now and put it in the refrigerator. I mean, if I had a lot of them, I would put them in the refrigerator for 24 hours and then freeze them, but this we will just eat. Eat it on pancakes or ice cream or something. Okay, that looks good. Sounds good too. Well, there's a surprise that actually ended up making a full quart of a really dark cherry pie filling. Okay, that is it for the night.